Due to the graphic nature of its content, listener discretion is advised.
From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight.
On this episode of Cigars and Sea Stories, Mike and Juslin sit down with Chris Peichoto. Chris is a fellow Marine. We served together in 3-7 Weapons Company, RA, on 2 tours to Ramadi. Let's see, we were together on the first tour, and you had already done a previous one, so he is our senior Marine. And, dude, it's awesome having you here and experiencing Cigars and Sea Stories with us. So we're honored to have you, and welcome.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here with you guys. I've listened to the podcast a few times, and you even got me hooked on the coffee that you guys rep, and I can't think of the Counter-Strike. There we go.
Nice. Glad. Yeah. What's your favorite flavor?
I've only tried one flavor so far. I'm buying a bag. I'm buying 2 bags at a time, and then because you can only get some of them on whole bean, I had to go on eBay and buy a grinder and like a French press.
Nice.
So I'm trying to work through 1 bag at a time. I'm currently on Warhog. It's not bad. You can taste the whiskey in it, not really the bacon. And I'm more of a dark black coffee, and I'm kind of irritated because I can't get it past brown, but I can get it muddy and gritty.
Dude, napalm.
I was just going to say.
I think I just ordered that one, and the Lone Survivor.
Yes.
The bag I got to break into is the Brandy Bombshell.
There you go.
I haven't tried that one yet.
Well, I'll let you know how it is.
Did you use discount code Cigars and Sea?
Yeah, I did.
Hell yes. 10% off, folks. Check it out. If you haven't already done so, click subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, and Player FM. And, thanks. So, what you been up to, Chris?
Just living life and doing what I do best.
Being a fucking bullfighter?
Yeah, I wish that one paid the bills, but that one's just my hobby. That's actually what helped me transition best back to the civilian world.
Really?
Was fighting
Is it the discipline of it, having to work out your body, having to maintain that focus? It's kind of like that next mission set you're going on?
A little bit of that, and then more so the brotherhood than anything else. So I got out in 07, and I was kind of going through a tough time. And in beginning of 09, I was going through a bit of a weird fucking time in my life. And I'd always wanted to do it as a kid. It's more of a cultural thing. And I get there and I'm at a bullfight, and at this point in my life I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm circling the bowl, you know what I mean? It's not drinking to have a few and have fun.
Right, definitely.
It's drinking to get fucking blasted.
Right.
And a buddy of mine goes, "Hey, you still want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll check it out, whatever, It's always something on the bucket list. Go to the first practice, and these guys are a bunch of fucking assholes. But the kind of assholes that are brotherly assholes, like your boys from the military, They're gonna talk shit, they're gonna break you down, they're gonna make you better. And if you walk into a bar and somebody says something to you, they're gonna hit the motherfucker before you do.
Yes. There you go. Sounds like BWAT. Sorry, yeah. What's that?
Yeah, no, and that kind of, so it grew my passion into it from there. And now I'm going on, 8 years strong.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome. So you said it was cultural. Tell us your background again.
I'm first generation Portuguese descent, born here. So I'm an American, but from Portuguese roots.
Nice.
Right.
And I grew up in it, and then got the chance to join the Corps. Did that. Now I'm still bullfighting and enjoying it, but at the same time I do everything I can with veterans to help when I can. We even got 2 other veterans on the group. Another Marine, he served out of Hawaii, same era as I did, and then a kid out of the Army.
Nice.
So, yeah.
You give that Army who a shit?
Oh, all the time, but I can't give him too much because he's a really good second guy, and as a front guy, we depend heavily on him sometimes. So it's man, I can't fucking bust his balls too much because I need him to fucking want to stand there and take this hit with me sometimes.
Right on.
What a fucked up sport. I love it. That's awesome. You know who else loved bullfighting? Hemingway. Mm-hmm.
I'm actually reading through Death in the Afternoon. I'm attempting it for like the 4th time. I've gotten further this time than I have in other times.
Nice. Keep going.
Yeah, it's definitely a different era of bullfighting, and a different ethnical side of it too.
Yeah. Well, he was in Spain, wasn't he?
Right. Yeah, he did. He focused more on the Spanish bullfighting style, and then I partake in the Portuguese style, which it's growing popularity in like Mexico and stuff too. Just little differences here and there.
Yeah. So, what's primarily the main differences that you see?
In Spain, the bull is fought mostly on foot, and then he's killed in the arena either by the matador that fought him, or by the horseman, the reginador. Sorry, I got to go ethnic on it.
Right.
That fought him, and their bulls always die unless saved by the crowd. So it's got to be just like this badass bull that does everything right. So you want to keep him to make the bloodline strong. And in Portugal, our bulls aren't killed, at least not in the arena. They're fought by a horseman primarily, and then his death is signified by 8 guys that line up and grab him.
Okay.
And then, so that's the part that I do is the grabbing of the bull part, and that signifies his death. And then he's escorted out of the arena by steers or something of that nature, and then the owner can do with him as he pleases.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then in America, I mean California mostly, obviously we can't use the blades and stuff on the bulls, so they were like, hey, we got a brilliant idea, and this was probably back in the 70s or 80s. They glue a Velcro patch onto his back and Velcro onto the ends of the sticks to stimulate it.
Right.
So that part's kind of fake. The horseman's, I mean, he's a real horseman, but usually he's not riding his own horses, so he's not comfortable, he's not putting on a show, and he can't get the adrenaline and other things he needs out of the bull that little bit of punishment in Portugal causes.
Right.
He's not going to take greater risks, so the only thing that's real here in California is the guys that grab him and the bull.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, like it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, man, that's freaking nuts.
Yeah.
My God.
You seen it? Like,
not from start to finish. I've seen like snippets of it.
oh, okay. I'll say if you go on YouTube and if you just want to watch the grab, I can tell you what to look up.
Yeah, please do for all the listeners.
Well, my group is Opposent de Terlock. It's APOSENTO space DE space TURLOCK. And then if you want to see like me in particular, you would type in CP next to that or Chris Peichoto next to that. But that's our group here.
Say it again one more time.
Opposent de Terlock.
Terlock. De Terlock.
Yeah.
De Terlock. I'm looking this. Dude, I'm looking it up. Oh, snap.
I don't think we put any videos up like of this year yet. We've only got one bullfight, and we're still lagging on last year's.
Dude, bullfighting. So
Yeah.
you're just stroking your chin one day, and you're like, fuck it.
I was drinking at a bullfight, and a buddy of mine was like, "Hey, you still want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it. It's always something I wanted to do as a kid."
Nice. That's awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
Just fuck it.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man. It keeps you sharp.
It's paid off, I mean, I've gotten to go to the Azores twice. Got to go to Canada once and Vegas once, and we're looking to go back to Canada this year and possibly the Azores and Portugal next year.
Very cool.
Nice.
The group picks up the majority of the tab. You just pay for like food and drinking, and dude, like we think we know how to party here in America, but in Europe, Jesus Christ, those guys fucking party.
Yeah. You know what's up?
It's ridiculous. Like over here we start our party at like 8, and we're over by like 2, 3 sometimes. Over there, they don't start till 10, and they're not done till like 8 or 9 in the morning.
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
No, and then you go home and sleep for like 2 hours, and then back to work, or back to, in our case, it was back to drinking beer. Like, there, I gained 14 or 15 pounds in pure alcohol weight. And in an 11-day period, I only got drunk once. I got drunk the first day and stayed drunk for 11 days straight. It was stupid. It was ridiculous, but it was the time of my fucking life.
Oh, jeez.
Your liver can't handle that, you know?
I think that's why I gained 14 pounds. It was mostly swelling.
Right. Oh, shit. What are you doing for work these days?
So I work on the family goat dairy, and then I work as a sales rep for an electrical distributor called Gray Bar.
Okay. What do they do?
They sell electrical and industrial supplies to contractors and industrial companies, stuff of that nature.
Cool.
It's not necessarily my dream job, but it's a job and it pays,
Yeah, no, I feel.
I mean, if it pays bills and you can still bullfight, fuck it.
I can barely hear you, Sebastian.
I know, right? Usually it sounds like he's a creeper and he's like laying right next to you, but every once in a while he sounds like he's in the back left corner of the room just J-O-ing to himself.
Right?
Right.
Just like a feed of me straight into my monitor. Just jerking off.
I can see his eyes.
Well, that's kind of why I didn't choose the video option on here. I didn't want...
You know you had a Jack Shack somewhere.
It was in the porta shitter like the rest of them.
Oh, dude, it's the sweaty nightmare in there.
Right? Fuck. The flies would clean you off. Disgusting.
Filth.
What were you saying, Penny?
Ugh. Sorry, I was brought back to that filthy shitter. I was wondering when you joined the Corps.
I joined in 03.
Okay.
Joined
Cool.
like June 23rd or something of 2003.
Right on. So where were you on the tour prior to Ramadi?
Alkheim. We left for Alkheim Valentine's Day of 04. Like, I had hit the fleet in December. We went on Christmas leave, came back, trained for a month, and then boots on deck in that fucking place.
Right.
Actually, today is the 12th year anniversary of the Battle for Huseba. The one that 3-7 was in, not the one that was actually publicized and, everything big.
Right.
The big 3-7 curse, either the unit that relieves us or the unit that we took over for. They had fucking big battles that made the news, made everything famous, and we're just like, we were there.
Right. Well, Ramadi has that connotation, though.
Yeah, Ramadi was different. I mean, definitely from the first tour, way different. They actually wanted to fight us a little bit more in the first tour. Ramadi just wanted to blow us the fuck up.
Yeah, that was pretty fucked.
Right? Like, hey, welcome to Ramadi.
Were you in Cat Red on the first one?
I was in Cat Blue to start it off, and then got traded to Red, and then back to Blue.
Yay!
It was kind of weird and different. Apparently, Red at one point, or Blue, needed machine gunners, so they traded 2 machine gunners for me. And then after Leo and them, that mid deployment boot drop came in, they gave me back.
Quote unquote.
Right. I got into all the firefights and all the fun stuff with Red.
Red was good overall. I enjoyed being in Cat Red. I thought it was a great time.
Oh yeah. Red and Ramadi was definitely a 180 from Red in Alkheim.
Oh yeah.
Well, one, I wasn't a boot in Ramadi, and,
Right.
And 2, just the composition and the leadership was a whole different ball game. Red in Alkheim was mostly machine gunners leading it, whereas Ramadi we had a good dispersion of VCs. It wasn't all just machine gunners trying to kind of run the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we had Grizz. That motherfucker with his broken time. Good guy. We gotta have him on here. Callahan.
You had Callahan. I
Right.
had
You had who?
Kidder.
Right.
Kidder and Jukebox or Reed.
Jesus. Remember that PowerPoint fucking picture? He's like, I swear to God, the next time somebody puts that on there, I'm gonna fucking break their computer.
I don't remember which one that is.
Oh God, him on the mattress. That shit's hilarious.
Is it the one where he's face down, butt ass naked on the mattress?
Yeah, but the best part about it is his tattoo, which is just so good. And that's the that is the stars and bars running through his name across his shoulder blades. Bam! And you're just like, yes, that's us.
Sorry, guys, I keep getting cut off. Somebody's trying to keep calling me.
It's the fucking NSA.
Right? You know, it's funny. I heard that episode from you guys, and well,
There they go. They cut him off. You bastards. Come on. Really? We can't just have a conversation with our buddy? You gonna shut him off? You're gonna mess with us like this? This is messed up, dude.
Come on, man.
It's messed up. You know what
That's
I mean?
just fucking with our chi.
all right, you guys still there?
Yeah.
See? There he is. Thank
Alright.
you, NSA, for bringing our friend back.
You fuckers.
We're saying the whole NSA thing. I heard that on one of your episodes, and I was like, man, these guys are some paranoid fucks. Shortly after, I'd say a week or two after, I'd notice hearing blips and shit on some of my phone calls, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
There
I'm
you
just
go.
going to chalk it up to AT&T updating.
Oh,
Sure,
goodness.
that's what it is. It's your data updating. Sure. Sure. It's normally this piece of plastic's normally $600, but I'll get you on this plan. We don't listen to your calls or anything. You know what I mean?
I got you.
No big what, you know.
So did you get a chance to watch that bullfighting video and see if you want to join yet or what?
No, not yet.
Well, I could invite you over, and next time you're in Cali, come to a practice.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, where are you in Cali nowadays?
Hometown area of a small town of Riverdale. It's probably about 30 minutes south of Fresno, over here by Lemoore Naval Air Station. Like straight up boondocks, fucking country living in California.
Cool.
The town, and we're outnumbered by dairy cows, probably 5 to 1.
Fantastic.
I love it, dude. I love it.
How far away are you from actual, like, amenities?
Like what? You talking like a Walmart or?
Like an international airport.
So Fresno's labeled as Fresno Yosemite International, but really it's just a connecting flight to like Frisco or LA. So Frisco, LA, and San Jose are all within 3.5 to 4 hours.
Damn. Right on.
Yeah. No real big cities around here. Like I said, Fresno's the biggest thing.
I hear a fly-in to a road trip. Right, Joss? How about you? Like maybe a week? You know, fly into San Fran, visit a connection, road trip down,
I could dig
check
it,
out a
man.
bullfight, maybe
Let's
go to
do
the
it.
Hearst Castle.
About 2 hours away from me for Hearst Castle.
There you go. See?
And I've got the Distinguished Veterans Pass, so I'm pretty sure we can get in for free 'cause it's a state park.
Fuck yeah.
Solid.
Right? And there's other Cali vets out here that you guys can meet up with.
I see we were silkies the whole time.
You know, I just did a Silkies hike like 2 weeks ago.
How was that? Did you
Nice.
enjoy yourself?
It was a good time. I mean, we only had like 20 veterans doing it, and I was like one of 3 in actual Silkies. Chewed up
Really?
my feet like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
We turned it into a pub crawl, and I was like being all motivated, and I didn't put the full 48 pounds or 22 kilos in. I think I was like 5 kilos short, so roughly 10 pounds short. But we're fucking walking on hardball the whole time, and of course drinking a little bit here and there to stay hydrated. And
beer hydrates you faster than water.
right, especially when you drink thick ass stouts and fucking ales. But, you know, you got to keep the carbs up too, keep the energy going.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm.
I got pictures like I've never got before, and I was like, motherfucker.
You shouldn't wear heels when you hike.
Right? We did get the Easter Bunny in the local mall to take a picture with us too. That was kind of fucking hilarious.
Nice. How is That&rsquo? Yeah, dude, we're gonna have to road trip, cruise through San Diego, link up, maybe do a beach house. I'm feeling it.
San Diego's about 4 hours away, but depending on the weekend, I might be able to shoot up there.
There you go. Well, we'd start in San Fran, come down through you, over across the Hearst, cut down the coast, hit Sandy, swing around and through, Salton Sea. We'll just skip LA in general, and then pop down into San Diego. We'll go around the backside of Pendleton.
Nice. You should.
I think we could do it on motorcycles. Let's fly out mopeds and do it Dumb and Dumber style. Juslin.
Right. I'm down.
Of all people I could see doing it,
Yeah.
Penny, you're definitely one of them.
Hell yes. Let's get Vespas.
Let's get like a full 360 spinning turret on a sidecar with a moped.
That's solid. Now I like where your head's at.
You know
You
what I
never
mean?
made sense until today. You never made sense
Not once.
until today. Talk to
Fucking
me,
A.
brother. Where are we going with this? This
All right.
reminds me of Indiana Jones.
No, you know what? We need to take some 3D video while going along the 101.
Ugh.
That's it.
That sounds fucking awesome, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds almost about as much fun as sitting in a fucking Humvee, the old school fucking fiberglass doors, and unlocking your turret and just letting it see where the fuck it spins you while you're going down the road.
You got to keep your field of fire.
You gotta
No.
you gotta stay tucked up on the gunner strap though.
Yeah, exactly. And that 2.5, 3-inch strap that cuts off all circulation.
No big deal.
Yeah, right. I mean, you fucking stand up and you bounce off the damn turret, and they're like, "The fuck's wrong with you? Can't feel my leg."
Are your testicles supposed to go to sleep? Like that shit happens. Ah.
I'm not gonna lie, Penny. Every time I hear your voice, all I can think of is that night in Ramadi when you decided to shoot at ghosts.
With the 240,
Yeah,
dude, that motherfucker took a shot at us.
there was no shots fired our way.
What are you talking about? Yeah, on top of what? Do you know what that building turned into, by the way? A fucking police station.
Hey, what?
A police station.
So the old water treatment plant that you shot at?
No, not the water treatment plant. To the left of that, across the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? On the other side of the palm grove. The water treatment center was to the right, past the palm grove. I was shooting to the left, on the other side of the road.
Right where the road curved.
Yeah.
That's where Scuba Steve used to always walk into.
Yes! Oh my god, I forgot about that guy. Oh man, what the fuck was that guy doing?
He was part of like the water treatment plant, and he would say he'd go fishing and shit like that in a
What?
scuba.
But like that's it? Like what would possess you to do that? Like I don't understand. I don't understand why you would go. Like we're not talking about high-end scuba gear here.
He had a tank and a mask. You know, the thing that I always was creeped out about is we would dump our shit just 200 yards up the fucking river.
Oh god, yes.
You know what I mean? Like, that was there.
Oh, you know what's crazy too is on the second tour we just did like a foot mobile patrol out to, I think it was only 1 block or 2 block north of that, but it was a summer deployment, and it was balls fucking hot, There's grass and goats and everybody eat blah, blah, blah. And like the breeze. Kids are jumping into the river and you're like, ugh. But at the same time, that water's got to be so cold. So like, do I want to take off my body armor and jump into a shit river because it literally is like 120 degrees outside and you're wearing what? I mean, without exaggerating, probably 30, 40 pounds worth of body armor and gear and shit like that.
No, you're shooting low, dude.
I mean, like...
we were probably closer to 50 pounds on my second deployment.
Damn. I don't think I ever weighed myself. Did you?
No, but you could just feel it. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
You could feel it. Those ESAPs themselves, I think, weighed 12 pounds apiece. So that's 24 pounds alone. You know, the fucking flak we were wearing probably weighed, let's say 10. 10's probably on the high end, but 10. And then 6 to 8 mags.
Right.
Plus your IFAC. We're probably closer to 50 pounds, if not higher.
And then it's balls hot.
Oh yeah. The heat in Iraq is, I mean, Ramadi for us wasn't bad.
Right.
And
the first one, yeah.
I think Kilo had this big fucking thermometer outside that would reach 140. Like, that's where the numbers stopped. And we'd come into patrol sometimes, and the dial would be past it.
Nice.
You know, yeah. So
gotta love it.
What's the hottest you ever seen? You're like, when you say 140 dry heat,
right?
They look at you and they're like, "There's no way," and you're like, "You're right. There's probably more. We probably caught the fucking thermometer dial on its second way back."
Right. Right. Like, we're fucked.
Right. Like, I remember taking off my blouse, hanging it up on our racks, on our fucking, like, bunk beds, going to put it on for the next mission, and it was dry. Like, it itself had so much salt in it, it could have stopped a bullet. You would have to break the fucking blouse to put it on.
I remember how it's basically, like, starched into place.
Right.
So it's dried into the same configuration as it was hanging on the corner of your rack. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks.
When you hear your sleeves crunch, and you're like, That's gnarly. Just do it over your fucking dinner plate. Don't have to add salt.
Shit, man. That's good times right there, though.
Right?
No, I mean, fuck. Who else could say they did that shit? I mean, yeah, it was fucking shitty while it was there, but it's a fucking story now. You know what I mean?
And
I'd rather have gone through it.
We all miss it every day we wake up.
Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, probably one of the only times I'm not thinking about being back over there is when I'm in a bull arena, because that's just a whole different focus. Other than that, like, on a daily basis, you do something that makes you think of something, you know, and you just want to fucking go back.
Yeah, it's strange in that way.
You know, or you get a phone call from a random ass number coming out of Germany, and you know you have to answer this one because this is one of your boys who's still in, or you know whatnot, and he's still playing in the sandbox, so you want to live through him for a little bit.
No, I feel you. A couple of my buddies from 1-5 just got back, and they were on a Westpac, and then deployed out of the MEU and did some other things. And I'd never went on ship. I did the workup with them, and then left the Marine Corps. I think it was a month or two before they deployed. So I did the helo dunker with them, and some of the other different stuff that you would normally do before going on ship, which was cool. You know, that's a unique experience. I'm glad that I did that and did not go on ship. You know what I mean? So
I'll stick to the training and pray to God that I don't have to do it for real.
Right, exactly. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, the helo dunker was a blast, though, man. I enjoyed it to a sick degree because they put you in a gimbal, you know, and it's not that high, but you're in basically what is the fuselage of a helicopter, and then your feet have basically an open grate, what would be on scaffolding, walking in between stuff. So you can see the water just come right in and rush at you. And that in and of itself is panic inducing. You're like, holy fucking shit, man. Like, that is well over my head all of a sudden, and I'm strapped into this thing. So it's very easy for people to just start freaking out. But if you kind of relax and then go through the steps, you can have fun with it. And then a couple of times in, they start giving you the little Baywatch style canisters of air, which is cool.
Nice.
So, yeah, man, they're fun.
Cigars and Sea Stories is proud to support and sling Counter-Strike coffee. Counter-Strike coffee, I want you to know, is meant to be drink black. Now, I myself love coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker. I went away from black coffee for a little while. Needed the cream and sugar when I was rocking it with the generic blend. Counter-Strike coffee brought me back into the fold in a huge, huge way. They do a great dark roast. I'm a big fan of napalm. That's my fave. Smooth operator is good, though. It can go with cakes and pies, and I got a bit of a sweet tooth. I know a couple of us do, And then also Firewatch. I mean, Firewatch, that's going to be the kick in the ass that you need in order to get your day going the right way. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already done so, check out counterstrikecoffee.com. Use promo code Cigars and Sea. You will get 10% off. Again, that's counterstrikecoffee.com. Use promo code Cigars and Sea to get yourself 10% off.
So, when I went to Quantico, I was a CNT, and he was one of my shooters coming through, so he remembered me. So it's weird when your platoon commander and you are roughly the same age. Like, that's strange. Like, that's a strange phase to go through. So I was, like, acting platoon sergeant for, like, the day. Kind of a deal. And we went to the Helo Dunker. And he and I kept going on rotation after rotation. I think we did it a total of 6 times. But at one time, I look at him. He taps me while we're underwater. Now, at this point, we have the scuba gear on or whatever, the little canisters. And he, instead of going through the motions and doing whatever else, fucking taps me on the shoulder, rears up, Spartan kicks the window out, like feet first, plummets out, and attacks one of the safety divers. And dude, your body's not supposed to laugh underwater. Like, you're not supposed to do that shit. I was dying, dude. I was dying. So I went through the whole motion or whatever and swam out. And when I got up, I'm like, you fucker. Oh my God, dude. I was like, oh, fuck. It was good. It was good. So then we laughed at everybody who panicked for the rest of the day, which was fun. So,
that's hilarious.
Yep.
I think the only time I went on ship was that Libo cruise to Hawaii. I still don't get how the hell I managed to get on that one. I mean, I had just gotten the DUI and gotten off of restriction for that, and they were like, hey, we want to teach you how it is to stay in the Marine Corps and live on the civilian side. Like, and they'd still had Ranger School on the bonus thing if I would have done the 2-year probationary enlistment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when they let me go to Hawaii, that was just fucking ridiculous. 4 days on ship each way, and all I did was drink while I was there. Everybody was like, hey, Lance Corporal, and, like, some of these fucking Pogas corporals are trying to talk to me all stupid. And I was like, no, I'm getting out in, like, 6 months. And I just got busted down. You can go fuck yourself. I'm not a boot. Find your own working parties.
Right.
And they would just, like, look at you like, what the fuck? Because you learn, like, regiment Marines, get all the cool shit. There was, like, 40 of us on this damn thing. And I think 10 of us were from 3-7. The rest were all regiment fucking pogues.
Jesus, really?
Right? And, like, once they found out who the grunts were, they didn't fuck with us at all. So you had, like, corporals and sergeants doing these stupid Navy working parties. And we were just laying in these coffin racks that, they're literally from the top of the mattress to the bottom of the next rack is a foot.
Jesus.
Yeah, and
Fuck
we were just
that. I wouldn't be able to roll over. See?
good.
I'd rather go to war. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Whenever anybody is like, oh, you're not a real Marine, you didn't go on ship. I have a star on my combat action Marine. Suck my fucking dick. I would never want to go float on a boat somewhere in the middle of the ocean. Like, it just does not appeal to me in any way. Oh, God.
I developed a theory when I was on the ship, though.
What's that?
As to why they put Marines on ship before they unload them in a combat area.
I would love to hear it.
So, like, for us, we flew, civvy plane, and we walked through airports, and we looked like cattle in some of the airports that had civilians, you know what I mean? Like, little kids are running up and pressing on the glass, looking at you kind of thing.
Right.
When you're on ship, you have nothing to do but get fucking angry. You know what I mean? And these guys are probably on ship for at least a month. Maybe less, depending on where they get, leave ship from.
Right.
So you're cooped up, you're fucking pissed off. You can't stretch your legs, you can't really do much. And as soon as you touch land, you're just fucking angry, teeth gritting, fucking nothing's gonna stop you. You're not even using your AR, your M4, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
You're wanting to jam 50 cal rounds with your hands through the enemy's skull and hit the primer with a hammer. Then that's how angry you get when you're on ship. Mind you, I was only on for 4 days. So there's probably a reason guys like the badass himself, John fucking Basilone, put that water-cooled 30 in his elbow and fired from there.
Right.
He was just like, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody and find a ride back, but I'm not getting on a fucking ship.
I'm gonna take this goddamn island because it's got a fucking airfield on it. And that's how I'm gonna get home.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's my theory. Like, definitely Marines now are not as hard as the World War I and II Marines that had to take a ship overseas before they fought.
Right.
Nowadays we're like, oh, we get to fucking fly everywhere. And, they pinned us up my first deployment in Kuwait for 3 weeks or 2 weeks.
Right.
To acclimatize or whatever. God, that was fucking irritating, and I still didn't get as angry as I wanted to be on ship.
Right. Well, and was it TQ that they had us in those Bedouin tents on the way in? It was still pretty hot when we got there in September. And in 2005, they put us in those fucking Bedouin tents, and you just sweat right through the cot.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
that was awful.
Were pretty bad. Pretty bad. That, and then you learned how well the Air Force and the Army get to fucking eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember, like, walking into the chow hall and you got all the Pakistanis there, and they're like, you want burgers or chili dogs? And you're like, these motherfuckers have been eating this.
Right.
Yeah. Granted, Ramadi was a lot better chow than Al-Qaim.
Yeah.
Al-Qaim, we got to survive on T-Rats.
Ugh.
Right?
Right.
And then, every once in a while you'd get to go to Al-Assad, and these motherfuckers are having surf and turf days.
Ugh. Sons of bitches.
Jeez.
Oh, dude, 3-7 almost killed people when we were rehumanizing at the end of our first deployment. Because we're getting back. We had gotten our showers fixed halfway through our deployment. Our laundry was shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Way out. Fuck, we were rolling around in light-skin Humvees with sandbags on the floors for most of the deployment.
Jesus.
Right? So, like,
right.
You walk into a chow hall, and some boot motherfucker, granted, I was still a boot myself, but, like, clean-shaven fucking S3, and he's a corporal already, and you're like, I remember you from boot camp.
Right.
A year ago, And they're like, oh, there's no butter for the lobster? Motherfucker, you got lobster? You're about to take an MRE shiv right through the fucking throat.
MRE shiv? You used to have an MRE shiv under flak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to eat all the time. That news was great for jamming in people's ears.
And shin raking them. My God.
You probably deserved it.
Negative. Alright, I probably did.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
I said you were one of the few that I would, like, get along with and not have to treat like a boot. I was just like, he's one of the cool ones.
Yeah, just try to stay like right there. Just try to stay like right there. Like don't do it. Don't do it. Don't piss anybody off.
You were the just off the radar kind of guy. Like, you did nothing stupid. You did everything that you had to do and just done.
Yep.
You were the guy that was always trying to measure dick size or prove yourself, and it was like, God damn it, I'm gonna kill somebody. Like Dameron. I love Dameron, but fuck, Dameron was dense. And if he's listening, I hope he knows I still love him. Fucking, I don't know what's wrong with the radio, Corporal. Did you use an eraser to clean it? No. Try that.
Remember in comm school when they taught you that?
Yeah. Like.
Yeah. Yep.
No,
hey, so we were recounting on here at one point in time, coming home from the first tour. Where did Mattis talk to us? I thought that it was TQ, but I might be mistaken.
I don't remember Mattis talking to us on the second tour.
You don't? Okay.
No, I think I might have still been mad from missing his speech during my first tour. I got the shit into the stick of having to stay back on gear guard, and people like Gambino got like Mattis's coin and stuff like that, and I'm like, fuckers, I want to hear
fucking Bino.
That infamous speech that he gave about fucking, you know, I come to you with tears in my eyes and, you know, artillery to my back or whatever, fucking kill you all speech.
Yeah. That's epic.
That was like one of the first times he gave that speech in Iraq. And I was on gear guard.
Oh.
I was so pissed when everybody came back like fucking raging hard-ons. I was like, yeah, fuck yourselves.
Fucking raging hard-ons. So true. So fucking true.
So I don't remember him talking to us the second deployment.
Yeah. No, I distinctly remember. I just can't remember whether or not it was TQ or Kuwait. I'm sure Warren will remember. Brad's going to come on at some point in time.
Oh, nice. Cheerleader himself, huh?
I wasn't going to call him that. I was gonna call him B-Dub, but sure. Cheerleader. It didn't come out. It didn't come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so good.
Oh, dude, Warren was a G. Warren was another one that, I mean, he was senior to me, but he was always like, hey, this shit fucking needs to work. And easy to work with. He wasn't one of those, like, you know, and I'm sure you had similar when you guys took over as VCs or whatnot, where the guys that are still senior to you still just act like dicks because they're like, oh, you were one of my boots.
Right.
Right? You know, like, I kind of got that from Reed, and I was like, Reed, I've got a combat deployment, and you have beer fucking incidents. You know? Like, and he's like, oh, but I'm senior, and I'm like, I can give two fucks less.
Right.
We're both VCs here, kind of thing. And Reed's a great guy. I loved him, too. It took a little different to grow on, you know, but Warren wasn't that way. Once you became a VC, he showed you the ropes and didn't expect you to fail, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, he let me do the VC slot for a little bit.
Well, that's what I was going to say is, I think sorry to cut you off. I think there was a bit of a resurgence or a change when, like, Warren and other guys of my era took over as VCs. Like, we weren't super dicks to you guys unless we had to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, hey, do your shit, stay off the fucking radar, enjoy yourselves, you know?
Right.
Whereas seniors were always, like, knee-deep in your ass for anything.
Ugh. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I think we raised up some decent boots. I mean, Sebastian might be the exception, but...
Hey, you know, I did my shit.
No, I know. Stouty never said anything bad about you.
That motherfucker's over here in East Coast right now.
Is he? What's he doing?
I don't know, some secret squirrel shit.
Yeah,
snap.
I talked to Stouty not too long ago, and he last I checked, or last time we talked, he was He was in the MARSOC community.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice, good for him.
Yeah, I get phone calls from him every now and then.
We gotta like that.
That's a good cat right there.
Oh yeah, he's my boy. He used to come up to my house on the weekends and party.
Nice.
Nice, great times. Thank you so much to Chris Peichoto for coming on the show. Thank you to all of our sponsors, veteranslist.us. If you are if you want to get a featured membership on there, it's 50% off. Enter Cigars and Sea. That's our discount code. If you're a veteran business owner and you want to get listed, check out veteranslist.us. Listeners, check out Counter-Strike Coffee. I know we've already mentioned this a few different times in the show. They've got a whole new host of flavors that are on there. Take a look. Check them out. CounterStrikeCoffee.com. When you purchase, enter in Cigars and Sea for the coupon code. You'll get 10% off. If you're a veteran-led business and you're looking to do some credit card capture, First Data is one of our sponsors. We'd love to get you hooked up. So get in touch with us. We'd love to put you in touch with all the right people, all that good trash. So, yeah, you know what to do. Chris, thank you so much for coming on. Sebastian, cue the music, brother.